this is Reverend Don Lewis coming to you from beautiful Florida. And today our question comes to us from Insomniac Forever. And Insomniac Forever asks, in reference to a previous vlog, what I mean by the phrase time magic. And of course, time magic is the conscious manipulation of time through magic. And time magic is one of the younger disciplines in the magical world, but it's developing rather quickly, and many people are doing it these days, but it is also one of the ones that can be more dangerous than some of the others. I myself do practice time magic. I have taught time magic. I write about it somewhat in my books. I did an in-depth series on time magic about 4 years ago here on Magic TV. You can find it if you look for it. But you can also find it in a written form in the Common Book of Witchcraft and Wicca that has recently come out. And I've talked about it at great length in various places. I usually do so in a rather circumspect sort of way because I believe it's something you should only tackle if you are already proficient at magic in general and extremely well grounded. Time is one of the ways that people use to regulate their relationship to reality. And for most people, the idea that time is a solid and immutable thing is rather important to their understanding of reality. So when you start pulling the threads of time, it can be a rather dangerous thing to a person's place in reality. And that's why I don't recommend that everybody run out and learn time magic. Now, if you are a third-degree person who has done a lot of work with energy manipulation and manifestation, and you want to practice time magic, I certainly would not recommend against it. In fact, it's one of the things I talk about in my third-degree lessons. But I would start simple, and I would work it in a very systematic, very sensible, and very grounded way. Because again, our understanding of reality and our place in reality is very important to us. And you don't want to accidentally unravel this. And time magic is one of those things that can, in fact, tend to unravel a person's understanding of reality if they go about it unwisely. It's one of the few paths within the magical world that I tend to caution people to be very careful of. Because, again, it does have everything to do with your place in this world of manifestation, and I have seen people lose their place in reality because of it. So again, I would be very careful with it, but I also think it's a very important discipline, which we'll see much more of in the future. Many people are coming to time magic now and are certainly expanding the frontiers of time magic, and I'm sure that will only continue. And the only way to expand those frontiers, of course, is trial and error. But the problem with trial and error is that there can be errors, and you want to make sure that you're able to handle them. Therefore, it's not something that I would try unless I were fairly well advanced in terms, again, of magic in general. So that's what time magic is, and what can you do with time magic? Well, you can lengthen it, you can shorten it, you can move through it in various different ways. You can go back and do things you wish you had done. And there are also techniques of healing that can be done through time magic. And again, a lot of these are talked about in my third-degree book. But again, I recommend approaching this with circumspection and caution, and I certainly wouldn't recommend making it one of the first things you try to learn in the magical world. So those would be my thoughts on the matter. I hope you find them helpful, and until next time, may you blessed be. Reverend Don, super omnibus of incantations and invocations for all occasions. Marianne Kay and I created this massive compendium of magic and artwork for you to use in any way that you would like. There are literally hundreds of spells and hundreds of illustrations, which can be mixed and matched and used in many different ways. Check it out now at witchghoulstore.com.